Live.
Not yet.
All praise to the Most High Yahweh. Bless Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Today's class is moving forward in the law, statutes, and commandments, which is the spirit, not looking back. And that's the end of the class today. Can I get a law? That says it all right there. But no, it's like now, man, when we got to the point now, man, it's when we in this truth, we need to be in this truth, man. No more looking back at the world and trying to, every now and then we want to grab something out the world, a little piece here, a little piece there, and they're just holding us back. You ain't doing nothing but going back. But every time you look back up, they way down there. Further you going back out of the truth. And y'all can look around right now, we got a lot of pillars of salt walking around. Although they still walking, but that's all they are, pillars of salt. Because they love this world. They won't come out of it. They don't want to leave it. And we're going to get a little bit into that, plus a little more, you know, then the brothers going to have precept. So we're kind of going to be everywhere today. We're going to start this class off at Deuteronomy 4, chapter 4, verse 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them.
It says, keep therefore and do them. Not sometimes, not every now and then. It just said do them. So it ain't, we can't, well, you know, make an excuse, well, I don't have to do this time because I had to go do that. Go ahead.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation.
So if you ain't doing these laws, statutes, and commandments, quit talking about y'all wise. And I understand. No, you don't. Not if you don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. And then y'all go out arguing with people that don't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, and then be wondering why they don't understand. I don't understand why you don't understand. Because that means neither one of y'all reading the Bible. Because it's telling you they don't understand. Because they don't keep the laws. Go ahead.
We shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
That's the only way these people are going to give us respect. We be thinking it's going to be marching. We think it's going to be getting up, putting on, I got guns and all this stuff. No. They're going to give us respect when we start doing what the Most High God tell us to do. Because now they saying they are doing it. Because that's all, what did they tell you? You can't keep the laws. How so? We do exactly, well, we try to do the best we can in doing it. And that's our thing. That's what we're supposed to do, to get out. That's when they're going to look at it and say, they wise. That's a wise nation. Because things going to start coming together. Things going to start fitting right. We ain't going to be at the abortions clinic giving up children no more. We ain't going to be doing all this stuff that they got, running out to these orgy things they got. What they call them back? With them, you know, I forgot. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Woodstock.
But we ain't going to be doing all that type of stuff. Because we going to come to an understanding that we need to go back to these law, statutes, commandments. That's the only way these people are going to respect us. We be looking for respect all the time in all kind of different ways. The only way we gonna get respect from this world while we sitting up there thinking our vote gonna count, nah, they not gonna respect us until we go back and do what our God tells us to do. Go ahead.
Verse 7, for what nation is there so great, who hath God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for?
Mm-hmm.
And
in fact, when it was happening to us, when we were doing the law, statutes, and commandments as a nation, this is how other nations looked upon us. That's why a lot of nations wanted to take us down. A lot of them out of straight jealousy. Esau always wanted us down because of jealousy. That's why he making sure, no, y'all ain't doing that no more. Don't do them laws, statutes, commandments. Y'all can do anything. Call yourselves Muslim, call yourselves Egyptians. You can even call yourselves white. They don't care about that, but when you call yourself an Israelite, oh boy, they got a problem there. Well, hold on, let's put black on the front of it. To this thing. No, we are the Israelites. Go ahead.
For what nation is there so great, who hath God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that has statutes and judgments?
That has what?
Statutes and judgments.
They look upon us that we got statutes and judgments. They see we get judged all the time. Not just by this world, but by our God. We get judgment passed on us all the time. We get out of line, we go into slavery. Something happened to us, our nation, every time. But that's because our Father loves us. That's why he chastises us. But they see that, man. Hold on. They got judgments on them. They know they getting away with everything under the sun. They know they think they getting away with it anyway. But right now, it look like it. Go ahead.
And what nation is there so great, that has statutes and judgments, so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day?
This day. Go ahead. One more.
Only take heed to thyself, and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons.
And thy son's son. It says, look, what y'all eyes have seen, y'all see the transformation in your own self. Y'all became Israelites, a whole lot of stuff changed. You see how your life is getting different. You see your eyes opening what you see now in the world. You look at the world totally different than you did before you was an Israelite. He said, don't let that depart from you. Learn from the things that you've seen that keeping these laws do. Learn and teach them to your children, so they can teach them to their children. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 15. I had this in there because I had a different title of the class, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it in there because I want to show you. I mean, everybody should know this. This is one of the first things the Israelite learned. Go ahead. 28 and 15.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
He said that all we got to do is obey these laws. He said if we don't obey these laws or we don't listen to what the Most High say, we're going to be cursed. And that's just what we're going through right now. And that's why he tell you, don't be looking back and trying to get back into this world. Because you're just coming out. You're trying to get to the point where some of these curses you ain't got to worry about because you're obeying the law, statutes, and commandments. But you're going to sit up there and keep having curses if you don't come back to God's law. Simple and plain as that. That is, you ain't going to stay home. I love my child, but I hate his mama. That's going to continue to happen if you don't go back to God's law. And that's all he telling you, man. Look, just listen to what he say. Everything will be better and everything will be all right. If not, you're going to have a hard time in this life. And that's what we're going through now. We got all kind of struggles. That's those in the truth and those that's out of truth. All because of these same curses that we still got to go through. And those are just curses of our forefathers. That's why we're trying to get it right now. So our lives will start changing and the Most High come back and set up the rest of it. But what you can set up right now, that's what you need to do. Set your life up right now to prepare for the Most High coming back in his return. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 24.
Book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, said the Lord.
Destruction to them that sin and keep not my commandments. If you're not following them laws, it's giving you a big old warning sign. Whoa. And it ain't Trick Dad in them neither. This is Most High. Whoa. Destruction to them that sin and keep not his commandment. Read.
25. I will not spare them.
Uh-huh.
Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary.
He said, go your way from the children. Go ye children from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. Don't go playing back in this world, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, do not go playing back in this world. There's a lot of times I move back to my old neighborhood. I can't stop and just hang out. I kick it like that no more. I just say, what's up, pass them dudes? Hey, y'all doing? What's up, man? And keep going. Because I know if I stop and start hanging out, guess what's going to happen? Yeah, I'm going to be living a double life. I'm over here sometime, then I'm back over here. I'm doing this. They know when I'm sitting down there, if I'm at that park, they know what's going on over there. They over there teaching the word. I promise you, boy, I can clear that park out. All you got to do that is go down there and start reading some of the Bible. I'm talking about brothers be out there kicking it. Blunts in their mouth, drinking. Start reading that Bible. I'm going to go over to Johnny's house. They ready to leave now. They set their whole day up to be out there. But like I said, you don't get to going back into the world. If you're going to be messing with the world, it's to be teaching this truth to the world. Or showing the world that we can do these laws, statutes with them. Sisters, that's righteous when you showing the world, hey, I got fringes on and my dress on. That's something that's hard for a lot of these people to understand. When they see you one time, they thinking, well, she just wear a dress today. But when they see you constantly, they're like, she don't never wear no pants. Then they start learning. Now they want to inquire why you always doing that. Why y'all head rap? I know y'all been asked that before. Why y'all always rapping y'all head? That's a good conversation. Then when y'all got your friends on, that's a great conversation. Obeying the laws. Now all of a sudden they going to you for wisdom. Why y'all doing that? What's that about? Then when you telling them, they be like, dang, I never knew that. So now they learning something about the world. They learn they've been taught lies. How come I never was taught that? And here you are with the knowledge. That's when they look at you like, you wise. And some of you dumb as heck, but you look wise because you're doing the law, statutes, and commandments and obeying God. But I throw a multiplication problem at you, you be like, oh. See how the Most High, boy, he make you wise, whether you think you're not. Some people didn't graduate high school. But I bet you right now they go out in that world and bring that Bible out, tearing their butt up with it. They be like, man, what do you want? What do you ride that yellow bus, that little small one? How you know this stuff? You was the dude, yeah, you was the one that was on that bus, but now look at you. You wise. How did you become that way? Because you doing what God say do. He said, obeying his law, statutes, and commandments. That's our wisdom. And our wisdom and God's wisdom that he give us override any wisdom that you know. Any of it. We can operate without ever having to pull out a knife. And we can heal somebody. The doctor got to go to class, got to go to school, 8, 9 years. And still don't know, and got to cut you all up, then make mistakes. We ain't even got to go inside. We got a God that don't even need no operating table. You won't even bleed after this operation or before. All praise. That's where we at. You finished that?
Yeah, 25, 26.
Yeah, hit the 26.
2 Ezra 15 to 26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and
They
destruction.
do what?
And delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
People think they getting away with something. Most I say, I know it all. He said, I'm going to deliver you, all right. Like a lot of Christians, I'm delivered. Yeah, you're going to be delivered, all right, to your death and destruction. And pastor going to be delivered too for lying at your funeral, talking about you going to heaven. Nope. Nope, it's a judgment on that. Let's go to Genesis chapter 18. Y'all mark that one too, because we're going to stay here for a minute. We're going to keep coming back to that precept a little bit off of this. So if you got a marker, keep it right there at that Genesis chapter 18. And we're going to start at 20.
Book of Genesis chapter 18, verse 20. And the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous.
Man, their sin is grievous, man. They're just, boy, they out there doing buck wild out there. Go ahead.
I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come unto me. And if not, I will know.
He said, if not, I will know. So I'm going to go see, I'm going to go check on their prayers, man. If they crying about this going on, I'm going to go see what's going on down there. Go ahead.
22. And the men turned their faces from thence and went toward Sodom. But Abraham stood yet before the Lord.
These are the two angels that came to Abraham, well, when he was speaking to Sarah. And they finna leave Abraham's house, and they was going to Sodom. And that's what they was like, man, the cries have been going up to the Most High. We're going to go check it out and see whether these cries is for real or true or not. So that's when they finna go to Sodom and Gomorrah and check it out. Go ahead.
23. And Abraham drew near and said, wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked?
And now you're asking the question, are you going to, if y'all finna go down there to destroy it, he said, are y'all going to destroy the righteous people with the wicked? Are y'all going to, you mean to tell me just, but what about them? They righteous though. You finna tear everybody up? Because Abraham know what happened at the beginning of this thing. The whole earth had got slaughtered. Only 8 out of everybody on the planet survived. 8. People talking about God don't kill. Ooh. Man, ain't a bomb in the world that can do nothing like that. Go ahead.
24. Peradventure there be 50 righteous within the city.
He said, peradventure would there be 50. Now look, and that's what y'all don't understand. A lot of times y'all got people that's praying for y'all. Hey, Most High, I mean, you got people fasting for this. You got other elders that's praying for this. Hey, don't kill all of them. You know what I'm saying? That's, hey, if there be 50 in there, they're like, man, hold on, let me make it. What if there's 50 in there? Will you take it? Will you destroy the city? And Most High, go ahead.
Peradventure there be 50 righteous within the city. Wilt thou also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein?
He said, and not spare the faith for the 50 righteous therein. Plead their case. Let's go to Jeremiah 5:1.
Book of Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now, and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if ye can find a man, if there be any that executed judgment, that seeketh the truth,
That what?
that seeketh the truth.
See, it's always people that's pleading for your case. There's people that's always looking to find other members that come into this truth. This is what's going on. This ain't nothing new. This been going on through the history of the most of time. You got to understand, the devil is walking to and fro to see who he can destroy. The Most High has got people out here trying to get these people to come to the truth so he can save them. Go ahead.
That seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it.
I will what?
I will pardon it.
He said the ones that's seeking the truth. He looking for that. Even Jeremiah, I need somebody that is trying to do this truth, and I will pardon you for your sins. All the stuff your people did, your forefathers did, all the wickedness you did, I'll pardon that. But you got to come and do this truth. These laws, statutes, and commandments, what this truth all about. We're just trying to get our people to go back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Simple and plain as that. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And though they say.
No, I don't need to. That's all we need to know. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 24. I mean, 28. 18 and 24. Sorry, Shalach. Go to start at 25.
Genesis 18 and 25. That be far from thee to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, and that the righteous should be as the wicked. That be far from thee. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right?
He said, man, shouldn't he do right? He's asking, can you not slay them? With them, let's go to Job 8 and 20. Start at 8. Go to here, let me get 3 first. 3. Then I go to 20. 8, 3.
The book of Job, chapter 8, verse 3. Does God prevent judgment?
Pervert.
Does God pervert judgment? Or does the Almighty pervert justice?
Do God pervert judgment? Or do the Almighty pervert justice? Go ahead.
If thy children have sinned against him, and he have cast them away for their transgression, if thou wouldest seek unto God be time, and make thy supplication to the Almighty.
He said that even if y'all sin and come back and beseech yourself, come back and repent. That's what he's asking. Go ahead.
If thou were pure and upright, surely now he would await for thee, and make the habitation of thy righteousness prosperous.
If you repent and come back to him, he'll make all your habitation. That's your family, your children around you, your job setting. You'd be going to work, you wouldn't even know why they done gave you that desk way right there in the good spot. Your parking spot right there, they done put a reserve sign on it. You don't even know why. You ain't got no promotion. Or then again, he'll make you where you got that promotion. That's all it is. A lot of times we don't prosper because we always keep trying to hold on to this world. I gotta hold on to something. They'll be wondering why we going through what we going through. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Though thy beginning was
I don't
small.
even need 7. Let's go to 20.
Verse 20. Behold, God will not cast away a perfect man, neither will he help the evildoers.
He said, behold, the Most High will not cast away a perfect man. A perfect man is somebody that's just keeping his laws. That's all that is.
Brother Samuel, what's that precept? What precepts show us that how to be perfect? All praise, I in the spirit. Psalms 19 and 7.
I was going to repeat it. Psalms 19 and 7, y'all, just that's perfect. That's one of the precepts for perfect. And that's what the Most High saying. You can be perfect. He's asking you to be perfect. Be ye perfect, for I am perfect. So he's asking you to be perfect. And he said, if you do that, oh, you gonna prosper. But let's read that again, that last one.
Behold, God will not cast away a perfect man.
Mm-hmm.
Neither will he help the evildoer.
He ain't gonna help the evildoer. That's that little thing. God bless those who bless themselves. Shoot, I know a whole lot of evil Negroes. That's all they do is bless themselves. They the most selfish Negroes I ever seen in my life. That's all they about. So I guess the Most High supposed to be helping him. Because if I can go help myself, I'm gonna go rob this store. You think the Most High gonna bless me for robbing somebody? Or robbing people? No, he's not. Why? He's not gonna help you if you sin, man. He's just not gonna do it. That's what the church people all day long always lying to themselves. Y'all don't understand, the devil blessed too. He blesses like he bless. He gotta keep you in captivity, so he give you gifts, but those gifts are created to destroy you, not build you up. That's why they give them people all that money sometimes. You be like, ooh, they got all that money. Then guess what? They going through all kind of hell. Divorce, children gone, being sued, owing the IRS, gambling debt. Boy, they have all kind of stuff. You be like, God dang it. And you always say the same thing, boy, if I would have had the money, I would have did this. No, if you didn't have the Most High, you'd have did the same thing they did. Blew it. Probably not that way, but you'd have blew it. Let's what was that? Let's go back. You finished 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back. To Genesis, what's that, 25 and 26.
And y'all really have to get into the mind of Abraham, because like you say, it's just our nature to have good spirits. Abraham is just trying to see, he really don't want people to get destroyed, like we say, because he's making sure that the Most High God is doing his job. But that's one thing we never have to worry about. The Most High God knows who's the righteous and he knows the wicked. But our people, we love to save everybody, man. We love to save everybody. So a lot of times we try to make ourselves known or make it seem like we know more than the Most High God. Just like even when we out there trying to reach brothers and sisters, everybody is not going to get it. I know sometimes brothers may think brothers is coming hard, but guess what? It's the same way, because guess what? John 10 and 27. His sheep don't hear his voice, no matter if a brother is coming hard or somebody is speaking soft like Joel Osteen.
That's right.
So the Most High God knows what he's doing. Go ahead, Al.
Hold on before we even go there. Let's go to Isaiah 3 and 10 before we go back.
The book of Isaiah chapter 3 verse 10. Say ye to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doing.
That's what he's saying. I'm saying that to y'all. Y'all keeping these laws, the statutes and commandments, guess what? It's going to be well with y'all. You going to eat, and eat very well. Go ahead.
Woe unto the wicked.
What?
Woe unto the wicked.
Now that word again, destruction. Every time it's talking about wickedness and sin, there's always destruction behind it. So anytime you thinking that, hey, I got away with it, no you didn't. You preparing yourself to be destroyed, man. Go ahead.
Woe unto the wicked. It shall be ill with him.
It shall be what?
Ill with him.
Ill. Ill. And if you're doing good, you're going to be well. If you're doing wickedness, you're going to be ill. Go ahead.
For the reward of his hand shall be given him.
For the reward of his hand shall be given him. Done to him. That's what that word given him is talking about. Done to him. And that is not cool. Let's go to, stay in Isaiah. Let's go back one chapter, go to 2 and 11.
book of Isaiah, chapter 2, verse 11. The lofty looks of a man shall be humble.
The lofty looks of a man, the way we supposed to be looking, we should be looking humble. We should be all out with our chest out, our head up. I'm an Israelite. Yeah, and y'all don't know nothing. Nah, we should be humble to the point where we can sit down with somebody and explain to them that, hey, brother, you're going in the wrong direction. I came out of that direction, and I'm telling you, ain't nothing down there. Go ahead.
The lofty looks of man shall be humble, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down.
The haughtiness of men shall be bowed down. You should be ready to be bound to your God. You should be ready to turn towards the east and pray about something. But no, we always think we can do it on our own. But if you're a man of the Most High, you should be ready to do this. Man, that's sad. You should be looking up at the world like, man, I just wish these people would just, man, please, I wish they just change, man. It should be on your heart, on your mind. Go ahead.
And the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day.
In that day, which is today. That's all we need on that one. Let's go back to Genesis 26. 18 to 26.
The book of Genesis, chapter 18, verse 26. And the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sake.
And then, like I said, there's a lot of times the Most High saying, look, if I find 50 of them in the city, I'm going to spare the whole city. That's why we got to stand up for righteousness, because that's the only way we're going to get some of our brothers to even be spared at the time. Still got to go through their judgments. But that's the only way you're going to get it done. By you being righteous. By you at least keeping these laws, statutes, commandments. That's where it's going to start. And y'all got to move that thing right there. I'm about to choke. But that's where it's going to start. Everybody worried about their homeboy. Well, that's how you get your homeboy here. You worry about your children. Well, this how you get your children here. You worry about your mama, your granny, and all of them that's going against you. This how you get them here. Because for you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And the Most High said, man, I was just about to destroy everybody in that house. But because of you, I'm going to chill right now. Because you in there. You got to plead that call. You got to be Abraham. You got to be Lot in the city of God. You got to, I'm saying, come back to do this. Or you not going to make it. I hate to tell my children that, but I got to tell them the truth. You're not going to make it. And if I got to be the one, the Most High, Yahweh, like I tell them. If Yahweh told me to cut your neck off, I'm not even finna think about that. It's off. That was my son here.
And guess what? We got to have that same mentality, because guess what? This is spiritual Egypt. Give me that in the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 8. This is spiritual Egypt. This is spiritual Sodom, because they are pushing transgender agenda, homosexuality agenda. This is that same place, just spiritually. That means they have the same spirits, the same qualities as they did back then. Y'all write this precept down.
Revelations 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
That great city is going into a great country. And it's saying our bodies shall lie in the streets. We're spiritually dead. We're not physically dead because we're still here. But we're spiritually dead because we don't know who we are. We don't know who our purpose is in life. We don't know how to properly serve the Most High God. Read that from the top again,
And their body, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, because of homosexuality that's running rapid. amongst our nation of people. You know, when our people go into that lifestyle, boy, they the most flamboyant of all the nations of people, man.
Overdo it.
Totally overdo it. Like we always tell brothers and sisters, how can you live in that lifestyle? How can you say that Black Lives Matter when y'all dealing in that lifestyle, when that's supporting the genocide of our nation of people? How can we procreate if we not having opposite sex on opposite sex? That makes no sense. Read that from the top one more time. Huh?
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
It's called Sodom because of homosexuality. It's called Egypt because guess what? They had us in captivity just like the Egyptians did. Over 400 years, over 500 years. Read on up.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
Where also our Lord was crucified. Brother Shana, what that last part mean? Where also our Lord was crucified. Because was Christ physically crucified here? Brother Shana? If you don't know, it's all right, huh? How was he crucified here? Help him out, Brother Benaniyah.
He was crucified based upon all the lies and everything that was told to us, which was actually blasphemy.
How was Christ crucified?
That's what I'm talking about. By the lies that was told. By the blasphemy.
No, not that. What you got, Brother Shaya?
He was crucified when they came to change his image.
That's how he was crucified.
They made him into another
Now that's a
Christ.
lie, but you got to say that out.
Yeah, that's
You got
what
to say
I'm
his image.
In Christianity than what he is in the Bible.
Yes. Now we know we was taught lies, but on that specific, you got to home in on that thing. His image was crucified because now they done gave us a white image when the Bible clearly depicts that he's a dark-skinned man. So that's how he was crucified. Go ahead, Al.
All praise. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 30. Man, start at 29. Go ahead and start at 29. I want to get that, even though it's just off a little bit, but I like to just talk about
Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 29. The people of the land have used oppression.
These so-called Edomites, they done used oppression. They used it very well. Go ahead.
And exercised robbery.
They did what?
Exercised robbery.
Came right over here and stole some people. Went to Africa and stole some people. They robbing everybody. They robbed every country. Africa right now is getting robbed by the United States as we speak. They done took all the goods out the land. Dirt ain't even no good no more. Yeah, they stole the dirt. Ain't that what they got from Ghana to take to Israel? They stole the dirt. I mean, this robbery. What? Ain't no such thing as highway robbery.
And the main reason why they stole the dirt, because they want to make it make themselves look as they are the people of the land, and the land is yielding to them.
Mm-hmm.
So when the rightful owners come back to the land gonna yield fruit abundantly. So what they did, they went stole some dirt. They got the dirt from Ghana and brought it back to Jerusalem and start and they procreated that dirt with the dirt in the land, and the land started bringing a couple fruit.
Yeah, and that's why, so they can pretend like they try to be as God. They trying to be God. God say this gonna happen. Nah, we gonna make sure that don't happen. And they think they gonna get away with it. Boy, I mean, this is another one slapping me in the face. You can get away with it, but slapping the Most High? Oh no, you ain't getting that. Go ahead.
Verse 29. The people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery, and have vexed the poor and needy.
And that's us.
Yea, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully.
And we the strangers of them. They done did us wrong. They just all they did. They oppressed us wrongfully. It's a way to oppress somebody and not just. But when you just oppress them and just, you done knocked them down, then you stomping them in their face, they knocked out, they done tapped out and everything. You still stomping? That's what they did. That's what they doing. We down. And they just keep kicking. Then y'all get up, man. But let me get up first. Let's see if this fight, this battle be even. If you just let me get to my feet, they making sure you ain't getting to your feet. Go ahead.
Verse 30. And I sought for a man among them that should make up the hedge.
He said what? Read
And
that
I
again.
sought for a man among them that should make up the hedge.
The Most High looking for men like this to make up the hedge. The hedge is the surrounding. The hedge is the protection. Y'all see some of these houses, they don't even put fences up. They put a hedge around the house. And it's you better off trying to get over that fence to go through them hedges. Because the hedges will cut you up. Go ahead.
And stand in the gap.
And
before
stand
me.
where?
And stand in the gap
Uh-huh.
before me.
Uh-huh.
For the land.
Who gonna stand up for the Most High? That's what he looking for. That's what it was asking us now. Is there any righteous in there? Anybody that do good? Can we go check that out? He should come in here, and everybody in there should be able to walk out of here as somebody that doing good. That's what should be going on here. If he came in here looking for it, he should be like, hey, I got 100%. Go ahead.
That I should not destroy it, but I found none.
He said, but I found none. And the Most High is looking like this, like I said, man. It's taking y'all to stand up and be the hedge. And all that is saying is go and obey his law, statutes, and commandments. But some of y'all run around chasing out the children. You need to get back over here. They looking at you like, you ain't doing nothing. What I need to do something for? Yeah, you go to Sabbath class, but you don't put on no fringes. You didn't have none on Tuesday.
Let me get a precept on that. Give me Psalms chapter 106 and verse 23. Like I said, because this was Moses' job, this was the prophet's job to stand as a hedge of protection when they saw Israel going off. You know, that's what we trying to get back into that spirit of. That's why the Most High God got us back out there on those corners, trying to wake our people up, trying to say, look, danger is coming. Destruction is coming. Turn from your wicked ways. Turn back to the commandments. Turn back to your true heritage. Read this, Officer Yard.
Psalm 106 and 23. Therefore he said that he would destroy them.
That he will what?
That he would destroy them.
Wicked Israelites, read on.
Had not Moses, his chosen, stood before him.
Had not Moses been there to be a mediator between them, guess what? He would have killed all of Israel, man. And guess what? Even more so with Yahushua. We got to thank always and pray in that name, man. Because guess what? He's given a chance for us to get it right now. That's what we got grace through Yahushua. Read on up. Read it from the top again.
Therefore he said that he would destroy them, had not Moses, his chosen, stood before him in the breach to turn away his wrath, lest he should destroy them.
Least he should destroy them. And guess what? We in that same boat right there, man. So we got to be praying. And like I said, while Christ laid down his life for us, we don't have the opportunity to look back and think of what if. Well, what if I could have just stayed in the Word just one more year to give me a couple more years to get my boogie on some more? You know, we can't have that type of mindset, man. Like I say, I always bring this story. I did that once. Wanted to celebrate my birthday one last time. Went and bought a fit. Was gonna go to Texas Roadhouse, man. Think we was doing it big. Most High locked my behind up that day. I'm talking about locked up. And I knew something was up because little bit of Nah didn't want to go. He always want to go to Texas Roadhouse. No, Dad, I don't want to go. What the hell? What? You all right? So I know. That's what it said. Most High put those things in people's lives so they can see them. A lot of times people don't see them things, man. I seen that thing. I won't play with this truth no damn more, man. No more. Go ahead.
All praise, man. I like that you brought that out too. I like this. But like I said, man, y'all got to stand in this gap. Y'all got to sit down and start and be that man and be that Moses. Because everybody can be a Moses around the people that you around. You can be the Moses at your job. You can be the Moses at your own house by doing what the Most High God tell you to do. Like he said, man, Most High was like, he even gave Moses when he told him that. When he was getting the law, statutes, commandments, the Most High the one told him, man, you better go down there and get your people before I destroy their butt. Because the Most High he was talking to him. And he stopped and like, Moses got his back turned to his people, and Most High, man, you better go down there and get your people. I'm going to destroy them. They act there and they're acting a fool. So Moses run down the mountain. That's hard. He ran down the mountain. He had to get there that fast. He took off running down the mountain. He started rolling like a dirt bike around that road, just to get down there to save his people.
Because even when you read down in that chapter of Psalm 106, it tells you how the Most High got angered with them, man. And that Moses had to step in the way. And to say, Lord, look, you said this. He had to tell the Lord his own words that you said you weren't going to destroy us, man. Because Moses knows if he destroyed them, he destroyed all Israel. He was Israel too. He's going to be destroyed too.
I got to go too.
So he had to step up. Go ahead.
All praise, man.
Them some good precepts. Y'all make sure y'all precept that with like I go on into Genesis 18 and 26. When he said, if I found 50 righteous, I'll spare the whole city. But in this situation, this is one Moses. So 106, Psalm 106 and 23, and Ezekiel 22 and 30, those are great precepts for Genesis 18 and 26. So I was bringing out, that's a great precept.
Let's go on ahead and go back to Genesis. Go start with 18:27.
Genesis chapter 18, verse 27. And Abraham answered and said, Behold now, I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, which am but dust and ashes.
See, a lot of times we got to get permission to speak to the Most High. Some of us just be running up that bold like he ain't even God. But God, you said, nah, y'all better humble yourselves. Get yourselves right. That's when Moses came in there with them dirty shoes on. Man, you better get them shoes off. You on over the ground. You can't just walk up to the Most High any kind of way like you want. This ain't church. Come as you are. Now you better get yourself right. Well, they had that mercy seat up in that thing when you had to go up in there. They used to put the priest on the rope. Because if you went in there to go with the Most High, they didn't know if you was dead or not. So they put you on a rope. And what they do when you in there, if you take it too long, they pull that rope to see if you in there live or not, because you might be dead. And they wasn't taking not one step in there. So if you died up in there, they just drug you out. Now we ain't going in there yet, but we gonna drive you out. Y'all get prepared to see the Most High. Don't just come in and I'm gonna do this. Okay, you might not get off your knee that night.
Come as you are.
Gonna need more than a knee brace after that. Because I'm telling you, you can be put the depths in up there thinking you finna just go up there and bold. I'm bold. But look, God, you didn't. Okay, all right. You gotta go to sleep in a minute, don't you? Go ahead.
Verse 28. Peradventure, there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou destroy all the city for lack of 5?
And see, that's one thing Abraham was doing. Man, he pleading the case for his people, man. As have a lot of our forefathers pleading the case for our people. Now our people sitting up there and act like we don't know what to do no more. We going out there just harassing our children. Well, you need to, no. All I can do is tell them they know the truth and I go off and sit back. And I'm going to do what I got to do. But if you live in this house, you're going to have to do this. If you want to be out in that world, hey, look, I can't go with you. But I'm going to sit in this gap. I'm going to pass for you. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to do what I can. And that's how we got to be. It ain't going to be trying to walk hand in hand with them. That's what's going to bring them out. It's going to be going some fasting and some praying for your children, or the people that you love, or the people that surround you, or big mama and mama. Go ahead.
28. Peradventure, there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou destroy all the city for lack of 5? And he said, if I find there 40 and 5, I will not destroy it.
He said, I will not destroy it. But the Most High even giving him every time he said it. What about if it's just this many? Will you destroy it? No, I ain't going to destroy it. Well, how about this many? Will you destroy it? No, I ain't going to destroy it. So he's like, Most High, can I speak one more time, please? What about this many? He said, if it's that many, I ain't going to destroy it. Most High said, I'll leave up to my word. If you can find that many, Most High know what's going on down there.
Right.
He already knows. I'm destroying it because when you go there and you finna try to find them, you're not going to find them. I already know what's there. That's why he said, yeah, go ahead.
Because now at this point, they went to 50, now they at 45.
Yeah, going down. He trying to, what they got it, bidding.
Mm-hmm.
Bidding war
45,
right
45,
now.
55.
Yeah, he done bid on it. Go ahead.
And this word peradventure means perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Abraham saying, let's just say.
Yeah.
Let's just say we got, hypothetically, I'll read our phrase. Verse 29. And he spake unto him yet again and said, peradventure, there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for 40's sake.
He going down. Most High said, for 40. He up there. He dealing for y'all soul, man. What about 50? Now 45. Now how about just 40? He said, if you find 40 of them, I ain't gonna do nothing. Go ahead.
And he said unto him, oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak peradventure there shall 30 be found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there.
And that boy Abraham, boy, he negotiating for our soul. He negotiating. Same way we need to be doing. Moses, I'm keeping these laws. Can you please bring my daughter or my son or my mama or my daddy? Most High, I'm gonna do what you say. If it's right by you, can you bring them into this truth? See, we don't learn to pray like that sometimes. We don't even want to pray like that. Some of us don't even know to pray like that. You got to stand in the gap. And that's doing these law, statutes, and commandments and going to the Most High. He's putting it back like what Moses said. But you said, Most High said, repeat what I told you to me. If I say you keep these law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to be here, that's what you need to be saying. But you said if I keep the laws, then I'll be healed. Well, then therefore you healed. That's what Moses said. Hey, hold on, you said. And then the Most High said, yeah, you're right. I said that. I must do it. And that's when you get granted your blessing. You got to put what he put it on you. You said in your word, I wouldn't talk to him like that, but humbly, you said in your word, this is what you would do if I do this. And he ain't gonna lie to you, so he gotta grant you that. Otherwise, you serving a no good, no purpose God. But you gotta put him back to on his word. Hey, yeah, Most High, I need to. That's why I do this. Yeah, you right, Nathan, you all right. I did tell you that. So therefore, I will do what I said I was gonna do. But some of us sit around and expect everything to just be done for us all the time. Most High looking and say, who gonna get up and work? The other say, I do this, I keep the law. No, get up and do something. Put into action. When you put into action, he put into action. Read. You got some?
One of our favorite precepts. Give me Psalms 96 and 14.
Yeah.
94 and 16. Salaki.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Read that again.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
That's a question that the Most High God is posing to both brothers and sisters. Who is going to rise up and keep the commandments? Who is going to rise up and be able to set the nation back in order? Who is going to do that? Read on, Op.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Who going to be able to be out there on those corners and call out our people that's in sin? The people that do not want to hear it. What sisters is going to show sisters on how to be in modesty? These are questions that the Most High God is asking us, man, as a nation of people. Because it's all of our job to help put the nation back in order. Sisters have a very important role as well as the men, man. A very important role. So the Most High God is posing this question to us. Go ahead, Op.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Guess what, man? That's what the Battle Axes is trying to do, man. We're trying to stand up against the workers of iniquity. Because I don't want to be caught in that lake of fire. I don't want my family to be. So guess what? I don't want my nation to be. So we got to always have it continually on our mind, brothers and sisters. Go ahead, Op.
Man, I know this ain't on topic of the class, but in Genesis 18, the Most High showed so much patience, man.
Man.
Because I ain't gonna lie, you know, that's us, Israel. After Abraham would have said 50, 40, 45, like, look, Abraham, 30, 20, 25, 15, 5, I would not. But you let them ask the question, man, and get out there. And it's just a thought that we have to be patient with each other as well, man. Like the Most High patient with us sometimes, you know. Husbands, be patient with your wives, man. Wives, be patient with your husbands. Sisters, be patient with your sisters. Brothers, be patient with your brothers, man. That's just this great patience in this one fashion, man. I'd have been them flipped. I know me. I got to work on that. Bible say, woe to him that lost patience. I'd have lost patience with Abraham right there, man. Cause he steady going. We ain't over. He started at 50. He finna get all the way down to 10, man. But the Most High had great patience, man, answering that question, man.
And the thing about it, it was Abraham who came first.
Yeah.
If it's 50, well, then Abraham thought about it. So now let's say 40 is 45. Then he thought about it. Let's say 40. And I think it's 40 then. And he just, yeah, you're right. I would have lost patience. I would have thumped him across the head and swore everybody. Go ahead,
Even when Moses, matter of fact, let's go to Exodus chapter 32 and verse 25 right quick. This is after they made the molten image, they made the golden calf. And the Lord told Moses, hey, man, you better get your butt down there, man. Because these people stiff-necked and they hard-headed. Now, we're going to show you how Moses, like the Most High God was, he's so much patient with Abraham, man. But he knew Abraham's heart because he tried Abraham. So now with Moses, now this is Moses after he done came down from the mountain. Now he's talking to the people of Israel. Watch what Moses did. Reaches out.
Exodus 32 and 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked,
the people were in sin, man. Read on.
For Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
So Aaron made them naked to their shame among their enemies because they made that golden calf, man. They couldn't wait for 40 days for Moses to come back. They had to worship something. So Aaron ended up building them with calf, man. Read on.
Then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side?
So Moses actually said, who was on the Lord's side, man? Read.
Let him come unto me.
He said, come on to me. Read on.
And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him.
Now, verse 27 is what's the actions going to be taking place. Read on up.
And he said unto them, thus said the Lord God of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother.
He did what up?
And slay every man his brother.
This is Moses telling them to do this, man. This is after they just got finished making the golden, they made this golden calf, man. So think on how Moses is like, hey man, he's speaking thus said the Lord, and they putting in forth action. But guess how patient was the Most High with Abraham right then when we read in Genesis chapter 18. But right here, guess what? This done went too far. It's a difference between you going too far and somebody having the patience. We can't play the game neither.
Yeah.
Games cannot be played. That's why they took things too far with the Most High. We can't cross that line. Just like Abraham was humble with them. He humbly asked the Most High and he humbly talked to the Most High. But when the Most High come to bring that wrath when you playing the games, they went too far. They played the games with the Most High. You want to make a golden calf? You want to do what? An image? I got something for y'all. Y'all want to bow down to that thing? I got something for you. They put them swords on this side and went out through the camp and started killing.
Slaughter.
So you can't, like I say, you better make sure you coming humbly with the Most High, and better make sure you doing it the right way. Because if you don't, things can happen too. Because when you cross the line, so I just want to bring that point out to you too.
Praise.
Let's go ahead and get back. What is that? Genesis 18 and 29.
We at 30. Are you on 29 again? We at 30.
We found 40, right?
Yeah, we at 30.
Oh yeah, go to 30.
Genesis 18 and 30. And he said unto him, Oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak. Peradventure, there shall 30 be found there. And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there.
Go ahead.
And he said, Behold now, I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord. Peradventure, there shall be 20 found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 20's sake.
Go ahead.
And he said, Oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet but this once.
One more time. Imagine one more question, man. Don't be angry.
Yeah.
Now, boy, you know, most of us would have been, you tripping, man. We'd have been and walked away, went off on him or something, man. Man, golly. Man, that's what we got to be doing for our own people, man. People you be finding that you know ain't right, man, hey, plead your cause. Hey, Most High, look, I know that mother tripping, he on drugs. If you deliver the drugs off of him, he'll come to your lost accident, man. That's what y'all got to be doing, man. Y'all got to be sitting. That's what fasting for. Fast for other people. Don't be fasting for you. The thing about it, you making a sacrifice. You making a sacrifice for that person by not eating. Putting your, and you ain't gonna do nothing but grow in anyway. You're gonna get better anyway. So when you're doing something for you, it might feel like an affliction. Yeah, it is an affliction, but it's making your body better. You get strong in the spirit, and now your spirit moving to get somebody else in this truth. Go ahead.
Verse 32. And he said, Oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet but this once. Peradventure, 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 10's sake.
Boy, look, he going all the way. Boy, he started at 50.
Yeah.
He down to 10. What about just 10 of them in there? What if I find 10? Are you gonna destroy it? Most High still with it. Yeah. Go find 10. Most High know it ain't 10 of them in there.
And it's also, like we said, we always want to bring this up to today. With Zechariah chapter 14, where he said he's going to kill 2/3 of our people. It's the same analogy, brothers and sisters, man. So we can't be playing the games. You want to sneak your wicked grandmama up in that thing. Now, we pray, but come on, you ultimately know when Sister Betty don't want to keep these commandments, man. You know. That number is set. Guess what? The Most High God can't reverse it. All you can do is try to make sure that you are part of that 1/3.
Yeah.
That's all that you can do,
Keep
brother.
your commandments. That's it. You stand in the gap. And that's why I say a lot of times people ain't doing nothing but watching you anyway. That's what they want you to fall. After a while, they look and say, "He's still doing that?" Because that's what I heard some dude talking about. You still do with that Israelite? Well, man, I don't even know how you can even put that in your mouth. I don't see how you can stop. This is what I am now. This is who I am. This is what we do. I don't know that other life no more. I know this one. I know on the Sabbath what I'm supposed to do. I know this. So why would you even ask me that? But they will get you frustrated. Go ahead.
That's Zechariah 13 and 8, where you'll find the 2/3 will be cut off. Let's see what the brother asks. Zechariah 13 and 8. Genesis chapter 18, verse 33. And the Lord went his way as soon as he had left communing with Abraham. And Abraham returned unto his place.
Go ahead.
And there came 2 angels to Sodom at evening. And Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them. And he bowed himself with his face toward the ground.
And see, that's what we got to do, man. We go into prayer, man. We need to be bowing our face down, man. Don't be coming with your head up. Most High. You know, no, you better humble yourself. Bow down. If Abraham bowing down to him, and you think we better than Abraham, if I could take a knee, I'll take a knee. But it's hard for me to get back up off the ground. But humble yourself. Take that head down, point them palms up, but put that head down. Bow down to him. He's a God. He's better than the king. He's the God of the only living God. You better bow down. Go ahead.
Hold up.
You got something?
Now, y'all seen in verse 33 as he read down, he said, and the Lord went his way, and as soon as he left communing with Abraham, and Abraham returned into his place. Now we at verse 1. Now the 2 death angels is coming in. Guess what? Abraham understood what?
Yes,
It wasn't
yes,
even 10 there.
Yeah.
It's over with for them, man.
He see what's going on. He started with 50. Yeah. If he gets 50 there. He started 45, 40, 30. Then just went from 30 to 10. And Most High said, yeah, if it's 10, but they still going to Sodom. They know.
Yeah.
So Abraham said, I'm going to go home, because he already know. It ain't 10 now.
It's over with. He know the Most High finna bring it on to him.
And I bet you Lot probably was sending all kind of letters. These niggas wicked down here. Ain't no telling what the letters they was having communication back and forth.
Let me get this precept right quick before you go into this field. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 20 right quick. See, because like Abraham, he understood. You got to accept both sides of the Most High. You got to accept the righteousness and you got to accept the judgment, man.
Exactly.
Because some people can't accept the judgment of the Most High, but they want all the righteous part of the Most High. But you got to accept both sides of the spectrum of him, man. Read it up.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 20. Brethren, be not children in understanding.
He said, don't be a child in understanding, man. That child is to think that the Most High, he went all the way down, the Most High granted them all them questions to ask him, all the way from 50 all the way down to 10, broke the number all the way down to 10. And then he see the Most High still finna destroy that place. Guess what? You can't be a child in your understanding. It ain't time to be, oh man, I can't believe he finna do it. You know he finna do it. You know he finna do it. Don't be a child in your understanding. You got to accept both sides of the judgment, man. Read on up.
Howbeit, in malice be ye children.
He said, but in malice be children. Read on.
But in understanding be men.
Be men in your understanding.
Yeah.
Take it. Guess what? You got to take it like what they say. Take it like a man. You got to accept both sides of the Most High, man. Go ahead, up.
All praise. Let's go on ahead and go back. 19. Those we have 1. No, we're on 2. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 19, verse 2. And he said, behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night.
He was like, nah, come on in the house, because it's so wicked. The angels, he was trying to get the angels out today. Nah, you don't want to stay out here on these streets. It ain't a hood in America that hard. When the angels can't even stay out, the angels can't even be outside. They jacking angels. And they is not jacking for no cars neither.
PG, keep it PG.
Yeah, that's what I said. They ain't jacking for cars. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And he pressed upon them greatly. And they turned in unto him, and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat.
Boy, look, he pressed upon them. Man, he was begging them. No, man. No. A lot of y'all right now get up right now and go take a little old trip and go on to Chicago and come back home. But right here, somebody talking about you going to Sodom. Oh, boy. You finna get looked at crazy. You finna go, well, that's a hard place. Angels, man. He begging them, hey man, nah, man, it's a terrible city here. This city's so bad. Y'all, no, don't be out there at night. Don't be out there at night.
They say the freaks come out at night.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Wake up in the morning and the wind's gone. Somebody took the halo. Go ahead.
Verse 4. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young.
All of them, man. Young children, they done taught everybody how. Well, think we get down right here, but they all surround the house. What's so bad about it? It's just like these ones you got going on today. They in the gay community, but at the same time, they don't just want to be with somebody that's already homosexual. They want to be with oh girl, I want to turn you out. Oh boy, I want to turn you out. That's what they doing. How come y'all can't just go do it with each other? Y'all going on. Heck you need me for? Y'all, they done, we want something new. They new booty. Boy, go ahead.
But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter.
Man, they all man, I mean, from who? Somebody done called somebody, man, there's some new dudes, boy, they just came in here. They looking fine, shining face, man. You know the angels are all clean. I bet they glowing. Oh yeah, boy. I wonder what's up under their garments. I mean, they done called. They coming from quarters. That means somebody done got the message around. Somebody done, boy. And here they come. Let's get Judges. Let's go to Judges chapter 19, 22.
Judges chapter 19, verse 22. Now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, beset the house round about, and beat at the door.
Beat at the door. They didn't knock. They beat at the door. Boom, boom, boom. Sounded like police outside. Go ahead.
And spake to the master of the house, the old man, saying, bring forth.
Hold on. Say that again, slowly.
And spake to the master of the house, the old man, saying.
The old man. His mother run around here on dialysis. Taking all kind of medicine. Then get up and go beat on somebody's door. Probably had his cane. Boom, boom, boom. Open up. Read.
The old man, saying, bring forth the man that came into thine house.
The old man. This, man, it gets bad in this world, man. This man here is old. give me him. Man, you can't, you grab your teeth is what you need to grab. Quit grabbing these boys. Go ahead, man.
Saying, bring forth the man that came into thine house, that we may know him.
That what?
That we may know him.
This old man.
They ain't trying to talk.
This old man. They said know him. He want to know him. I want to know you.
Inside and out.
Man, old man. I'm talking about, man, sitting in there with the depends on and everything. Just, I'm trying to tell you, this is crazy. This is what's going on. Y'all ain't knowing. This is what's happening today. Y'all think it's a game. Look at them old nasty dudes that be on TV. Them look like about 148. What's them white man? Them some nasties. Them Rockefellers and what if the nasties looking? There they want. Yeah, they want some. I'm telling y'all. Got a wheelchair with all kind of luggage on the top of that mug. Bags hanging everywhere. Medicine all over the place. But I want you, boy. I'm trying to tell y'all. This is this world, man. This described back at this time. Ain't nothing new under the sun. So this is why it's that important. An old man. I want to get to know you. God dang it, boy. That's crazy. Yeah, no doubt, man. Man, this Bible will tell you everything going on in this world, man. This is what's happening. And I'm looking at who they, man, Epstein, what's that one? All them. Old man. Damn, y'all ain't played enough. All you 98. You done played enough. You should be done. Go sit down. Get about a Geritol and a cup of water, man. God dang it. Come on, let's go back, man. It's crazy, man. I be tripping when I be reading this stuff because if y'all read this, you will see it's telling you exactly what's happening today. You don't need a newspaper. You don't need no what they calling fake news. This ain't fake. This telling you exactly what's going on in the world. Right. Word for word. But y'all just got to learn how to read it. And you read and get an understanding by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And you got your daily newspaper right now. You want to know about your boss? Keep the law, statutes, and commandments and read this Bible. You go to the job and tell your boss something he don't know about himself. Go back. Where we at?
Genesis 19:5.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's start on, go start on 6. Did we finish 5?
Nah,
Okay, go ahead.
Genesis 19:5. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. And Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him.
See, they been doing this, man. This is a routine. Everybody act like homosexuals just started. No, it didn't start at no what you call that earlier, Woodstock in them 60s. No, they been doing this. They been doing this, and it comes from them other heathen nations. They ain't had no law. They was able to do what they want to do. They went into experimenting, thinking, ooh, that's fun. No, keep it away from us. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And Lot went out at the door to them, and shut the door after them, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly.
He had to hurry up and shut the door.
That's the same thing he said in Judges 23. Man.
Yeah, the same thing. The same thing going on, man. It's going on throughout history. That's why I'm telling y'all. I can tell you what's going on today because of this. It's happening right now. Y'all see it on the news, man. It's happening. Bible ain't no joke, man. It's no joke. I'm telling y'all. It's the only book in the world that can do this.
That's how you discern spirits.
Yeah. There ain't no book in the world that can do this. None. None. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Behold now, I have 2 daughters, which have not known man.
Man, most men be going crazy over virgin. What? 2? That's to take your mind off a man immediately. But it didn't need. That's how wicked these Negroes are. God dang. He should have turned to Johnny and said, Johnny, I don't want you no more. He got 2. That's what he should have done. Boy, go ahead.
Behold now, I have 2 daughters, which have not known man.
Go ahead.
Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes.
That's a big offering right there. That mother said, look, man, leave these 2 alone. I got 2 daughters. Do to them as you please. Just so you don't mess with the angels. Yeah. That's an offering he gave them. Go ahead.
Do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, stand back.
Stand back, man. Watch them daughters now, man. You better move, man. You better move, or you gonna be laying on that table yourself a lot.
Straight up what booty warriors.
Man, I'm talking about. They what's so y'all don't understand. They ain't playing. They ain't playing. They don't. Oh no, I don't want your daughter. No. Stand back. Man, we know. You better get back up, mom.
Fresh fish on the line, and
That's
like,
what they
dang.
saying. Yeah, that's exactly what they saying. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And they said, stand back. And they say again, this one fellow came into sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door.
They breaking the door. That's hard up right there, bro. That's not taking no fun answer.
You see what it said? They pressed hard upon Lot. Well, they knocked him out the way. Man, you better get your butt out the way, boy. God dang, that's hard, man.
Just say no did not work here. It didn't work. They gonna be down. No. What? And they get madder and madder.
Gonna make them part of me too.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do, boy. Turnover crew. Come on.
Verse 10. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut the door.
They had to yank Lot in the house. They was finna do somebody. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
And they smote the men that were at the door.
They smote them. That's bad when I gotta knock you across your head.
That's the only way they gonna stop.
That's the only way I gotta hit you. I'm talking about bold, man. If they came, well, they coming like this to some people. Y'all just ain't witnessing yet. Some people getting this. Like the man in Houston that was raping, boy. I don't know what kind of dudes he was chick picking. But he was running around raping these men. And he was raping a lot of them because a lot of them didn't want to come and tell him. I don't even know how to go and tell the police. Yeah. What happened? I just say there's a lot of them. Some of them came forward, but a lot of them didn't because this dude here, he running around here strong arming men. Now he wasn't going to a woman. No. He was coming strong men, big dudes, man. That he was knocking them down and knocking them out. For real, knocking them out. Man. Boy, I tell you, y'all don't think This is what's going on in this world. Our people. I remember our people. We didn't even hear about our people even indulge in it. It was like two. It was always one in the neighborhood though that everybody tripped on, and punk seen it, somebody like that, and everybody, you know, it was always that one, or if that, it was one. But we wasn't no now. It's a whole culture now. They done changed our culture and made it their culture. Everybody steal from our culture. And now they done stole our stuff, and we'll give you this. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door.
What's so bad about it? They just went blind. They can't see. If I went blind, I would walk away. They still looking for the door. I'm still trying to get in and can't see. But I'm gonna just, I know you're in there.
Man, that's
crazy.
That's a horn dog, man.
That's why, man, Most High had to burn this city down. That's why he gonna have to burn this country down. Because it's getting to be the same exact way. It's getting like that. Don't be surprised when you get that knock on your door. It's not Jehovah's Witnesses. It's gonna be that man talking, I want to get to know you.
And he said, surely be put to death.
He ain't got no Bible in his hand, no nothing, no pamphlets to pass out. He wants to know you. And he probably be 95. Man. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place.
Man, they said, man, look, if you got some, who you got in your household, bring them out. And see, let me show you something though. His son-in-laws, y'all notice, they didn't come out. They didn't leave with them. Wow. And they part of it. They probably one of them was that's blind now. They part of that system. They love what's going on.
Right.
They been cheating on their wives.
And you know what's
On the down low.
And you know what's funny about that? Them death angels at this time when at these smoking with blindness, and then he told Lot, hey man, you better get your stuff together. Cause them death angels tired of playing now. They at the point like, you know what, we got to smite these mugs.
Yeah,
okay, you better get your stuff together now.
There's too much stuff going on. They got that, man, all hell broke loose. The house is surrounded. Nah, man, get your stuff, man. We ain't got time to be dealing with this. Forget that. You can keep your food. We'll grab some at McDonald's on the way out, man. We got to go. Go ahead.
Verse 13. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the faces of the Lord. And the Lord had sent us to destroy it.
He sent us to destroy it. We gotta destroy it. Government, let's go to where I had that at? First Chronicles 21:15.
First Chronicles 21:15. And God sent an angel unto Jerusalem to destroy it. And as he was destroying, the Lord beheld, and he repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed it, it is enough.
It's enough. That's what's gonna happen here. But it ain't gonna be till after 2/3 of our people that already done perished. That's enough. I got rid of them other ones. That's enough. That's all I need. Don't kill them all. That's the mercy he got on us for doing what he tell us to do. That's enough. Them death angels, they'll keep going. If the Most High don't stop them death angels, they gonna keep doing what they do. They gotta tell them, hey, all right, that's enough. Death angels like, oh, what about them? Nah, don't leave them alone. That's the third. I'm gonna keep them 1/3. Go ahead.
It is enough. Stay now thine hand. And the angel of the Lord stood by the threshing floor of Ornan and Jebusite.
That's all I need. Let's go back. See, I just bring that out to let you know he getting it. It's that time for destruction, y'all. We've been living a life, even in captivity. We've been living an outright life because we ain't seen no major wars going on here. We ain't been having to run out. Anybody here in here forced not to eat for a month? Anybody not had no food for a month? How about a week? How about no water? Never was able to drink water in 3 days.
That's a blessing. Yeah.
See, we ain't really seen nothing yet. But listen, this time is about to come here. It's here. And it's about to happen. Prepare yourselves, man. Prepare yourselves for this destruction. Get your minds right. If you're squeamish, y'all better, hey, I don't like blood neither, but I would be looking right at it, crossing right over it, stepping right on something to get to where I gotta go, where the Most High called me to go. And it's gonna be a lot of dead bodies you gotta step over to. You're gonna be stepping over some of your homeboys, your friends gonna be laid out. So all that squeamish stuff, you better get used to it. Go watch some of their TV shows or something. They'll show you plenty of blood. Y'all better get used to looking at it. Dead. Y'all ain't seen that. Some of y'all ain't seen that. I done seen that quite a few times. But I ain't seen it in no mass graves. But y'all finna see that. So don't get to, because you ain't gonna go nowhere.
And guess what? There's going to be some choices that brothers and sisters going to have to make. Give me Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 10. We're going to read down to verse 12.
The book of Proverbs chapter 24 verse 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
Read that again from the top, Bob.
If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
Don't faint in the day of adversity, brothers and sisters, because the Most High God is telling you that your strength is small. We know what it takes to build up our strength by what? Prayer and fasting. Read on up.
Hold on for you, sir. I'm glad you said that. It said don't faint in the day of adversity. When this thing goes off, don't get to the point where you thinking I'm gonna abandon these law, statutes, commandments because all of this stuff is going on either. Don't think that you finna stop this for a second because they said we can't do that. Oh well. Y'all gotta understand, these times you're gonna have to face death. It's gonna be like he said, it's gonna be choices made. Y'all read what is that Maccabees? First and second Maccabees. Chapter 7. Chapter 7. And see what they did. That's how we gotta be.
Jerubbaal just went over that class on the dietary law. So brothers and sisters, go back and read that chapter. But read verse 10 again up.
Verse 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
He said your spirit is small, and that's what Brothers and sisters know what type of spirit that they dealing in. Brothers and sisters know if they need to build up their spirit or not. Do the things that it takes to get the spirit that you need to have in that day. Read on out.
If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain.
Read verse 11 again out.
If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain.
Because what if the Most High God come to you and tell you to bring Big Mama on up in here? Bring her. Some people, not my mama. Read verse 11 again.
If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain.
Read on up.
If thou sayest, behold, we knew it not.
I didn't know she had a wicked spirit. I didn't know my father-in-law was wicked. I didn't know, Lord. I didn't know in that day. Read on up.
Doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it?
Does not the Most High God know our intentions? He knows what goes through our mind. He know your mind, and he know that wicked person's mind as well. He know that both of y'all will be wicked in that day if you're not doing what the Most High God commands you. Read on up.
And he that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know it?
Uh-huh.
And shall not he render to every man according to his works?
And that last part is heavy. And shall not he render to every man according to his works? So that's some scriptures that brothers and sisters got to constantly go over in that day when they thinking they going to go against what the Most High God done ordained. Because you trying to say that you know better than him. You don't know what your mom-in-law's spirit was generations ago. You don't know the little baby. That little baby could have been baby Hitler, the one that he telling you to kill. Brothers and sisters don't know these things. So that's why it's just better to obey rather than to die. Just obey, man, because God knows best, man. Go ahead, Al.
Oh, praise. Let's go back. Genesis. What is that, 14? 19:14.
Genesis chapter 19, verse 14. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get ye out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law.
Son-in-law, they laughing. What? So, I love my city. I represent Sodom, Southside. Go ahead.
And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here,
He said,
lest thou be consumed.
So they ain't going. He tell them they ain't going. Just get your wife and your 2 children. Y'all going to get out of here. And see, just like he said, ain't none righteous. They just now only 4 of them left there. 4. What's name went all the way down to 10. They barely got enough for 4 to get out of there. He had other ones in the house. They laughed at him. Nah. Go ahead.
And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his 2 children, of the hand of his 2 daughters, the Lord being merciful unto him. And they brought him forth, and set him without the city.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, Escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain.
That's what he said. Look, escape for thy life. When the Most High say he finna destroy a person or destroy a place, y'all better get back. Ain't no reason going in trying to save you, gonna get burnt too. You can't do nothing. When he say this is what's finna happen, get back. When the Most High is tearing somebody, whipping somebody's butt, y'all better get back. That's like my brother, boy, he used to get a whooping. We all got a whooping in the house. He finna run by everybody around it. Everywhere I'm in that belt spot, I'm getting hit. I don't know if I'm getting a whooping or is he getting a whooping. But I know one thing, since the next time he finna get a whooping, we leave the house. Cause I ain't getting no more whooping for him. That's what y'all better do, man. These people be going through some stuff sometimes. Y'all trying to get in. You think you finna go ahead and do that? The Most High is put that whooping on them. But guess what? You gonna get that whooping too. He said, I'm gonna destroy that city. Get out of it. And he gave you a chance to get out. Get out. Like the white boy in that show. Get out.
Man, look, he gave him a fair warning. Escape for your life.
Your life.
Guess what? Any brother know a precept where Christ told us to escape?
He told us what?
Where Christ told us to escape when he was in Judea. I gave y'all a lot.
Yeah.
What you got out?
I don't know exactly the scripture,
Paraphrase.
but it's when he told us to head to the mountain.
Yeah, exactly. Matthew chapter 24 and verse. Give me verse 16. Yeah, Luke. It's going into the same thing. Luke 21 and 20, and also in Matthew chapter 24 verse 16. It's saying the same thing, but it's the one in Luke that we normally use in the scriptures. When you get there, obviously you gotta read that out.
Matthew 24 and 16. Then let them which be in Judea flee unto the mountains.
Flee into the mountains of Africa, so we could go down there and hide amongst other dark-skinned people. Read on out.
Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes.
Christ was giving them warning during this time because it was prophesied that the Romans was going to come and destroy Jerusalem. So he gave us warning even in that time. It's the same thing. The Most High God always gives us a warning before the destruction. But it's dependent on us if we take that warning or not. So y'all can precept that with Luke 21 and 20.
Yep, same thing.
Also, let me get another precept. Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. Saying the same thing, man. Going into the same thing, man. Philippians chapter 3 and verse 13. Because that's what the Lord basically telling us the same thing. How Abraham was saying, the Lord was saying. And Paul was saying the same thing, man. You get there, I'll read.
Philippians 3 and 13.
Uh-huh.
Brethren, I count not myself to be apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind.
He said, forget those things which are behind, man. Same thing he was saying saying a lot, man, in his household. Forget these things behind. Escape for your life, man. Read.
And reaching forth to those things which are before.
And reach forth for the things which are before, man. Read on.
I press toward the mark.
He did what up?
I press toward the mark.
And press towards the mark, man.
That's what I was looking for earlier.
Read.
I press forward toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God. Christ.
For the high calling of God and in Christ, man. In your house shot, man. You got to press towards the mark, man. Don't be looking back, man. When the Most High tell you to go forward, man, and press towards and go forward, that's what we must do, man.
That's right.
You can't look back, even to the old man you used to be. Well, you know, I used to be. No, press towards the mark, man. Like I said, sometimes when the Most High tearing somebody butt up, you guess what? You just need to move out the way, because he tearing their butt up for a reason. Just like he said, the poor be always among us. Guess what? Some of these people had to get tore up, man. They was poor in spirit, and guess what? The Most High made them poor, literally too.
And you can tell when you downtown, some of them homeless people be the most rudest. You be like, how you ain't got a goddamn thing? How you just gonna be? But that's another day, another story. But man, that's just crazy. I'm glad you did. I was gonna, I changed the name of my class because I couldn't find that scripture. But look, I had 3 and 17. If I just read up, I'd have found the scripture.
We get another precept.
Go ahead,
Isaiah 43 and 18.
The book of Isaiah chapter 43. The book of Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 18. Remember ye not the former things.
So don't remember that old man. Try to put that old man, that old woman off. Don't try to remember that old man. Now, oh yeah, man, I used to be that. Let me get back into this a little bit. Devil and dabbling, read on.
Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old.
Neither consider that old man or woman. Leave that old man or woman where it should be, behind you. Read on.
Verse 19, behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Ye shall not know it. I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
So the Most High will always give us a way to make it out of this old man or old woman. You always have a opening, shall I say, to always get out of that old man or that woman or the thing that you were, the thing that you had problems with.
Let me see what brother thinking. Shaya, what is verse 19 really going into?
Verse 19 of Isaiah.
Yeah.
Verse 19 of Isaiah is going into
He says, behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Ye shall not know it. I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert.
He said, the new thing is just spring forward. So the new thing, he said we're going to start doing his law.
That last part I just gave you a hint because I said wilderness. He's going to make us
He's trying us.
that too, but he's going to have us a way to where we can make it to the wilderness.
To escape
Out of the destruction that's coming to America. These scriptures is going too far. That's a good scripture that Officer Yara pulled. Because like you say, he's giving us a way to where we don't have to look back. But a lot of times our people just love to look back, man. They really don't want to make it to the wilderness. They don't. But the Most High God has given us outlets and a way to make it to the wilderness. It's on you if you want to take it or not, though.
And they both brought him that good thing, because he was bringing out keeping your eyes up on the mark.
That's
press
right.
towards the mark. We should be having tunnel vision in this truth. We should be tunnel vision. Our vision is on whatever the Most High got, and that's what we should be looking. All this other stuff is just distracting you from keeping your eyes off the Most High. We're supposed to be pressing towards the mark. And then Yari brought out, we shouldn't even remember all that old stuff. I don't give a dang. Well, I used to, you know what I'm saying, back in the day.
Yeah.
But what are you doing this day? Back in the day, that nigga be lying. Lying like a mother. But back in the day, that's because we ain't got no videotape on you doing nothing back in the day, so you can make up whatever you want. Then we get around your family and find out, hey, you ain't do none of that. I'm telling you, boy. Let's go back. Let's go and get this story out. I'm gonna just read it out. We're about out of time. Well, we're on a lot of time already.
Genesis 19 and 18. And Lot said unto them, Oh, not so, my Lord. Behold now, thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast shewed upon me in saving my life.
And doing what?
In saving my